This week, I would like to share with you a beautiful reflection on this Sunday Gospel written by Salesian priest Father Flor McCarthy. Jesus said that the kingdom which is divided cannot stand. It doesn't require much reflection to see the truth of this. We see countries where there is internal conflict. We see families in which there is conflict breaking up. But the problem affects us all on a personal level too. Each of us is a divided kingdom. We are divided within ourselves. We are pulled in opposite directions. There is a war going on inside each of us, a war between light and darkness, between good and evil. Even though this is an obvious truth, it can take a long time to grasp it. It is a humbling truth, yet there is a kind of freedom in knowing and accepting it. The sooner we come to terms with it, the better. Even the saints experience this internal division. This is what St. Paul was talking about when he said, "I do not understand my own behavior. The good that I want to do, I do not do. The evil that I want to avoid, I find myself doing." We have to face this inner division and come to terms with it. What we need to do is engage in a process of growth towards wholeness and unity. By the grace of God, the divided selves can be made whole. Those who are unified have great strength. Those who have peace within themselves radiate it to others. Those who don't project onto others the conflict going on within themselves. Sin divides each of us in two. Part of us is pulling with God, and part of us is pulling against God. But sin is not something we can throw off once and for all like an old garment. Rather, it is a condition in which we live. What is important is not so much our failure as our struggle for goodness. Once we are seriously struggling for goodness, we are facing in the right direction, and we are on the side of Christ. Sin also divides us from one another, because essentially sin is a refusal to love. It means that we always put our own needs before those of our neighbor. By their disobedience, Adam and Eve not only brought about a rift between God and them, but also between themselves. Because of this inner division, we can't afford to be complacent, but neither should we become discouraged. Christ restored us to God's friendship, and by the power of His Spirit, we are able to reach out to our neighbor in forgiveness and reconciliation. We must go on striving for unity, even though we may never attain it here on earth. But because of Christ, we believe that in the end, unity will triumph over division, and good will triumph over evil. May the Lord of unity and peace, may the God of love, be with you, guide you, protect you, and bless you always. Amen.